Hi guys, it's Lucy and welcome back to another video. In today's video I'm going to talk a bit about finance and money saving tips at university because uni can be quite a stressful time in terms of money. So yeah, I thought I'd give a few tips given my experience so far after being at uni a month. So yeah, let's get straight onto the video. They're not in any sort of order, my tips, or just information in general, so bear with me. First of all, I've always been told before coming to uni or anything that food is the most expensive thing, and I think that is rubbish. But if you go into somewhere like Aldi, even Asda, Tesco, they're not expensive if you're buying the right stuff. Obviously some stuff is expensive. You can budget enough so you can afford proper meals on a budget. What I'm finding to be really expensive is actually toiletries, so I really recommend stocking up before you go to uni, which I actually did, but my toiletries probably only lasted 2-3 weeks, some of it, so I've still had to go and buy more. The main thing is shower gel. Shower gel and shampoo I'm constantly buying, and deodorant. So yeah, I recommend stocking up on stuff so you're not having to rush out and buy them when it's not an offer kind of thing. Or toiletries are expensive. The next tip is something I have done is when you're doing your first shop for uni, start with the cheapest items of something. For example, for me, spaghetti hoops. I got the cheapest tins from Asda, and I think they were 13p, Asda's Smart Price brand. They were really good. I don't go to Asda that much, so I am buying Aldi's instead now, but they're pretty much the same price. And they taste the exact same as Heinz spaghetti hoops, which are like 50-60p a tin. So say you didn't like the 13p hoops, then you can step up to like the 50p tin or one in between, I don't know. But always start the lowest because you'd be surprised how similar the foods are in taste anyway. Yeah, definitely go for the cheap items first. It's just looking around, finding the cheapest items, and if they're not good, going the next step up to a more expensive item that isn't too expensive in a way. The next thing is vegetables. I'm finding I'm having to buy a lot of multi-packs because Aldi don't tend to do singular veg. Don't know if that's just the Aldi here, I'm not sure. So what I'm doing is I'm buying it in bulk, and then you do something called, is it bleaching? No, it can't be bleaching. I can't think what it's called, but basically you chop up your veg and all that, and then you put it in boiling hot water, and that hot water kills the enzymes within the veg. I'm not sure if you can do this with fruit. I probably wouldn't, but I presume you can. And then you quickly put it in ice cold water, which then stops the process of cooking the veg in the water, and then you freeze it normally, and it's good to go whenever you need it. You just take it out and then defrost it or put it straight in the microwave and steam it, like it's fine. The next tip is stockpile pasta and pasta sauces. Now, I think uni students are known for eating too many super noodles and too many pasta and pasta sauces, but you can get pasta sauce for as low as about 38p from Aldi and Asda, and pasta again you can get for about 20p a bag. Spaghetti is even cheaper. So stockpiling those means if you ever are desperate for a meal, you have got that backup. Pasta sauce and pasta, I'm finding, can last about 3 or 4 meals, depending on your portion size. But the next thing is, obviously you want to be socialising at university, and that socialising can be ridiculously expensive, but there are free things. The next thing is look for bargain shops within your area. Obviously there's Poundland, Poundstretcher, B&M, those sort of shops, but there's also local shops. So here we have, I don't know what the name is or anything, but we've got a local little corner shop thing which sells chocolate crisps, sweets, stuff like that that's going out of date, so it's reduced in price. And obviously you don't want to be buying loads and loads of chocolate and crisps and stuff, but for a nice snack, something to snack on while you're revising, it's a good place to go. The next thing is where you can buy frozen vegetables. I have found, I've been to so many supermarkets for frozen veg, and I found Aldi to be the best. But yeah, it lasts longer, and as long as you've got the freezer space for it, you've pretty much always got veg. It doesn't really go out of date. The next thing is make sure you know how much money you can spend weekly as soon as you get your student loan. So work out how many weeks until your next lot of student loan, divide your current student loan with how many weeks, and then obviously then you've got a bit of a guide of how much you can be spending each week. And then my next tip following on from that is that money that you have for that week, take it out of your bank account. So you've physically got it in your hands, so you know how much you can spend. You find it is helpful to know how much I'm spending, and yeah, and also with that it means I have change for the laundry. The next thing that I have been doing quite a lot of is buying one lot of meat a week. So I'll alternate it, so one week I'll have chicken, the next I'll have pork, sausages kind of thing, which saves waste and it saves money as well. There's so many meals you can make with one piece of meat. Chicken, for example, you can make chicken hot pots, you can make chicken stir fry, chicken casserole, chicken nuggets, anything pretty much. I definitely recommend having one choice of meat a week and alternating it to save money, but make sure it doesn't go off. The next thing is bread products, freeze it. I buy crumpets pretty much weekly. They're just a nice snack to have when I come back from uni. Probably not the healthiest, but you know. But I'm finding with Aldi products, their sell-by dates aren't very long on their bread products. So as soon as they reach that sell-by date, I put them straight in the freezer and they're fine to defrost in the toaster and eat. Same with bread, but also with Aldi and other supermarkets do them as well, is the bread rolls that are half baked and then you just put them in the oven and bake them some more. Those can be frozen as well, so yeah, they're always great. The final tip from me is get uni days. It saves a fortune on some sort of stuff. So for example, these pucker pads, they are retailed at about £5 each, I think, but on Ryman's I got them for £2.99 each. They had a deal on, but then I also used uni days, so in the end I think I saved about £8 on pucker pads, and pucker pads are expensive, but I wanted like just good quality paper to write on, and yeah, so really recommend uni days. I think that's the only thing I've used it for so far, but it's always good to have, like, if you want to buy clothes for uni, clothes are expensive, they don't have to be with uni days because you can get 10% off really easily from most websites for clothing. So yeah, you don't necessarily have to stop buying clothes at uni. It's just knowing where to budget and how to budget it in. That is all my tips and money saving ideas at uni. Yeah, uni can be expensive, but as long as you know how to manage your money, it doesn't have to be expensive. Meal planning is really useful to know how much money you're spending on food because you know what food you actually need. Whereas if you just go shopping, you're probably just buying a load of rubbish that you don't need, which I have done multiple times when I have it meal planned. So yeah, that is everything. Please give this video a big thumbs up if it was helpful in any way at all, and I will see you in my next video.